Welcome back. It's your girl P. I got me a big ass Coke and it's so delicious. Extra ice. I filled it. I got to go inside and make it myself. I filled the ice all the way up. Had that Coke nice and crisp as it poured down each of the ice cubes. Stuck that straw right in the middle and took that first sip. Mm, so good. Um, Nonetheless, oh my gosh, you guys, oh my gosh, it's been forever since we talked about dating and just all of that kind of stuff. So I definitely want to give you guys an update. I want to talk about some things. So let me find the name of that video that I made. I'm okay. So we're gonna listen to it together because I made this video and I want to know if my opinion has changed. I feel like my perspective on dating when I first got out of a relationship till now, like months later, I feel like it's changed a little bit. It's changed maybe a lot of bit. So, or maybe not. Maybe I'm just like thinking about just a couple things that's changed. So, we're gonna find this out together. Just because I want to follow, like, y'all gotta realize something. I was in this relationship for 8 years with a Virgo, and Virgo, or just being with someone who doesn't like their business out there. Hold on. I was trying to see how long it was before you noticed. Oh, you already opened it? Oh, okay. It was yours. Okay. My baby had wanted a pineapple soda, so I didn't think she could open it because it had like a weird top, but nonetheless, she got it. Um, dang. Oh, I'm looking for the video. I'm looking for the video. Let's figure out where it's at. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. I was in this relationship and he didn't really like his business out there, so I never really put it out there. I was very respectful. But me being a Sagittarius, you guys, I just want to be like, yes, this is going good. The ups, the downs, like I just want to give you guys all the tea. Plus, it's really fun. Like when we used to be on lives talking about dating stuff. So my ideal dates, I used to talk about so much. Okay. Okay. I think I made one on like non-negotiables. Oh my gosh, night flirt tips, setting up payouts. Oh, okay. I made a video for those of you that's on night flirt, setting up payouts and rolling in chats. Um, First day of Camry, don't sacrifice your boundaries. Those were some really good videos. This one, I went into this whole spiritual kick for a while, so we're talking about chakras and stuff. Want to get back to that. Self-confident, independent men are hot. What kind of videos was I making? Um, okay, I think it was this one. Hold on. Think and Grow Rich. Y'all need to go back and watch some of these videos. These were some really good videos that you could learn a lot out of. How realistic are your goals, cam girl, PSO, content creator? Maybe we should go back and watch them together because we need to. Some of these videos were really good. Okay, maybe it was this one. Relationship standards. What do I expect from a man if he wants me to cater and submit as a wife, as a woman should? My titles. Okay. I just want to remember, go back down memory lane. I made this video 8 months ago. Okay, first, let's look at some of the comments that were on this video. Okay. Because I forgot what I said, but 8 months ago, I think I would have grown or developed new things or just, let's see if my thoughts changed. Okay. Supporting me without trying me is so important. Yes, tenderness and patience is crucial as well. I'm reading the comments under the video. A relationship where everything is split mostly based on necessity, at least for me, it is. I think the life routine you build around each other will determine the fairness, give and take. Also, it can determine the head decision maker. Sorry, I gotta remove my glasses. Not based on financial, but solely based on needs. If you know what the home needs and he is focused on work, then it should be easy communication, spending the routine your life together will create. Or if he is focused on home and you on work, either way, there's a habitual routine created for both of you to mold, I guess, your day-to-day life before adding your day-to-day monthly maintenance, like the life routine of the children as they grow and managing those chains and routine together. Anyone, that is my weird shared thought. Anyways, probably. Hi, welcome. Thanks for being here. She says she's 27 years old. I'm lucky to have someone special to share my life with, but absolutely supportive, romantic, financially, sense of humor, etc. is non-negotiable. Well, we're gonna skip this one. Okay. All this honesty makes sense. Everything on that list is a no thank you, and I'm sure you already know it's a no-go. This lady is hilarious. Have you seen yourself lately? Stop playing. Everything on the list is a no thank you. Okay, so let's check out this list. Do you like when I sleep, baby? Me and Flu first. So, lots been going on in my life now. A lot has been going on, and I don't want to get into too much detail just yet at the moment, but I do want to say this, and I know this is so off topic because we don't really talk about this, but it's been popping up in my face a lot lately from all kinds of different people that oh, I must have been sick. Sniffing and shit. What's a man's role and what's a woman's role? Oh, and now, I want to define that again. I don't know if y'all heard of this because I'm just finding this out at 32, but they say like a man is supposed to have like the 666, so at least 6 feet. Okay, let's talk about that for a second. They said the ideal man is at least 6 feet, at least 6 inches, and at least 6 figures. I want to know what you guys think about that. But carrying on. At least 6 figures and at least 6 inches. It's like the ideal man. And I just had to sit back, at 32 and like evaluate, like, what does Paisley really want out of a partner? What do I expect? I feel like in all my relationships before, I've never set boundaries. I've never set expectations, goals, boundaries. And I feel like that's really, really, really important when you're... Guys, let me tell y'all something. You need to set boundaries from the jump. Please, set your boundaries. You need to understand when, You need to understand what you're in. So when you choose to deal with someone, and you need to understand what you're in. What are y'all looking for? Are you on the same page? If you're not, are you cool with where it stands? All that. Um but this past relationships, or dating now, like, I don't feel like I've put boundaries, like, okay, this is this, like, and I feel like that's very important. So what I want you guys to do is think of what your boundaries may be before you jump into dating. What are your non-negotiables? What are some things that you're just, one thing I beg of you guys, because I should have learned this from my last relationship, is when somebody is telling you something, like, listen to them. Don't try to change them. You're not going to change nobody now, okay? But what you can do is you can see if that's something that you're willing to, real Delulu. You can see if that's something you're willing to compromise with, or if it's a non-negotiable. If your ass know that this trait that this person has is a non-negotiable, you need to chop that shit off, okay? Like, don't carry along. You're only gonna hurt yourselves or them, or you're gonna get unwanted feelings there. Like, cut that shit off. Okay, moving on. Let's see what else I had to say. And let me know if y'all can hear my phone just fine, because that's what I'm playing it off of. Dating with a purpose. Now, if you just dating to have some fun, you just do it. You do you. If you're in your and then that's another thing. Step number 1. Before you could set these boundaries, you need to figure out what it is that you're looking. You need to date intentionally for a purpose. Now, your purpose doesn't have to be to get married and to have this, like, forever relationship. That can be your purpose. But either way, when you get out into this dating world, you need to understand, okay, am I just looking for a little sneaky link? Am I looking for someone fun just to, kick with from time to time? Do I want something long term? Like, I feel like you really have to know that for yourself. You can't just go out there and be like, oh, whatever happens, happens, because be careful. Not being intentional. That's not a good thing. All right. Your 20s and you listening to this, come back later, baby, because this is what the fuck I want y'all doing in y'all's 20s. Have fun. Do not settle down, okay? 20s, men should be working. Okay, look. I'm going to say this. If you're in your 20s, I really do believe live your life. Don't really settle down. Not until not until you're like your life is set up. Like, don't rush. Enjoy your 20s. Be young, wild, free, safe. But enjoy your 20s. I say this personally, I feel like my partner is going to be younger than me, which means my partner will probably be in their 20s. So I don't know about that. I'm not saying you can't find someone and settle down with in your 20s. You very well can. I'm just saying, if I could go back and take back those last 6 years of my 20s that I had in that relationship and, like, do some things different, I would. Like, I would have really enjoyed my 20s. Okay. But maybe you could find someone that's on your same wave. If you're in your 20s, I'm not saying you can't. You could possibly find someone on your same wavelength, matching your energy, have the same goals and aspirations, like on track, and you're just like, wow, this is my forever person. That can happen. I'm just saying, if you're one of them people that jump from relationship to relationship to relationship, baby, take a break for yourself, male or female, and enjoy some single time. Women should be working hard. We should be having fun, partying, dating different people, different races, different ages to really discover what the fuck we like. So by the time you get to your 30s, now you know some goals and boundaries. Now you can start settling down, having children, blah, blah, blah. So I really want to talk to people 30 and up, because I just want my 20 to 29, baby,
party, have fun, live life. You're only in your 20s fucking once. Do not settle down. Don't make the same mistake I did. Like, I got into a relationship at 24, and it was like, whew, you know, like, I thought I wanted that, but in hindsight, I really should have just had fun. I should have had fun. So, reevaluating myself at 32.
Oh, and that's what I was 32.
It's some things that are just non-negotiable for me at this age. And if I get, I don't think it's a lot. However, it's non-negotiable for me. It's just, or else I'll just stay single and have fun, you know. Who was that? Probably pull a Gwyneth Paltrow. Was it her? That she throw them away every couple of years.
And I'm trying to think about that.
Really, and all jokes aside, I want to find someone that I can just settle down with. They're going to be my lifelong partner. We can have open communication, talk. I'm not really a jealous woman. That really doesn't. That's just not me. So what I look for and what my goals and boundaries may not be yours, but I do think what I have to say will get your brain a little stimulated to see what maybe you like. So this is in no particular order. I did make a list because we'll get to that later because that's not about this. But I made a list so I could stay on track. So the first thing I have on my list, like I said, this is in no particular order, but a provider. I think naturally, and I didn't want to admit this before, naturally, guys, it's in them to provide. I have some male friends who are doing really well for themselves, and when I talk to them about, like, why aren't they in a relationship, a lot of them say they want to be able to provide, but it's never registered in my head that, like, a man should be the provider. So kind of below what y'all think about it.
And I wanted to know what you guys thought about that. Let's see. Do I agree with that statement? I was just coming off of a relationship where we were splitting everything 50-50. And I was so frustrated because it's always like, it's just 50-50. So I was thinking, like, wow, like, it really would be nice to have someone to come in and be like a good financial provider. But some things that I've learned in 8 months. Being a provider is more than being a financial provider. Like, you could be a provider in a lot of ways. So do I still believe that it's inside of men to naturally want to provide? Yes. It's just, I think my perspective on it has changed a bit. And it's not, like I said, it's not always a financial thing. Okay, next. Things you learn when you grow up in 8 months.
50-50 relationship where y'all split the financials 50-50 or just everything 50-50?
I don't. Okay. Now, I want to say this too. I still don't agree with the 50-50. However, I believe that both parties should be able to afford everything 100-100. A lot of relationships carry on because y'all need the other person financially. Man or woman or both, maybe both of y'all need each other. You have to be financially stable on your own. Let's face it. A lot of relationships don't last forever. And it's going to come a point in time where when you get on your own, baby, you're going to have to sink or swim. And you're going to have to carry that weight that person had. But if you're both going to the relationship, that will never be, which is a great thing, that will never be a problem. When finances aren't y'all's issue, that's good. When you don't feel like, hey, Kimberly, you have to, damn, I still got to make this relationship work because I need them financially. And like, that is not a good foundation for a relationship. So should we do it 50-50? No, because, but I definitely think both parties should be able to afford it on their own. Okay. Did I fuck it up? Are y'all still there? Hopefully y'all can hear me still. Is it going? Okay.
Testing. What you think, but at this point, different. That's not me. I'm not this city girl error. I'm not here to take him for all he got. In fact, we can sign a prenup. We really wouldn't give a fuck.
And in fact, I think everyone should have
to get married, which
actually, I'm starting to think you should have contracts when you decide that you want to get in relationships. Even I think those contracts can really save you in the long run. Cause baby, I got some things we add into that now. Okay.
But or for me to want to marry someone, but
that's another question. What the fuck is gonna take want to marry somebody?
That's just in them. They're just natural providers. Mm-hmm. So I got mine, but I need to know that you got me too. All right, moving along, because it's not all about money. I need someone who is romantic. I would love a hopeless romantic, but you don't really have to be a hopeless romantic. You just gotta be able to show.
Okay, and that's something that still has never changed. I definitely need my person is gonna have to be like super romantic. That's one thing that I've lacked in almost not all relationships, but almost like every guy that I was dealing with. It's like they don't know how to be romantic. Like I don't understand that. So that's something that's because I am a hopeless romantic. And anytime I see like romance going on, even if it's on me, I'm like so happy. And I'm just like waiting patiently. One day somebody will want to do that for me. Because I just want to like spoil my partner, guy or girl. I don't know who I'm going to end up with, but I just want to be so giving and so like do romantic things for them. But I definitely want it reciprocated. All right, Kimberly. No, for real, my man is broke and still wants to rely on himself and will not take money from no one, not even me, even if I offered. He would rather get a second, third job. Just because he has that provider like instinct. I don't know what it is. Nothing when I go. Yeah, updated. See, and this is the thing. I don't think that you should have to explain it. Because if I have to explain what romance is and how I want you to do it, baby, I just taught you that for the next bitch. Because don't do it for me now. Because after I've had to tell you, I don't even want it. Because it's like I just told you. Now, it's one thing if you just simply say, I like romantic things. But if you have to tell them specifically what to do, I'm just going to consider you a builder man. And I'll make you better for the next bitch. Yeah, because it's like I have to tell you, like, no, read me. If you're in a relationship with me, get to know me. Like, little romantic things is not gestures is not hard. Yeah, that's okay. I'd be like, fuck them. Maybe I'll find a woman and maybe she'll treat me right. Spontaneous romance, yeah, exactly. And it doesn't even have to be nothing crazy expensive either. And for those guys that are listening, like, if y'all don't know how to be romantic, let me give you some hints. Go on YouTube, romantic gestures for my girlfriend. What are some romantic things, romantic date ideas? Like, YouTube the shit. Google it. Like, it's easy. Y'all, we can look up everything else, so we shouldn't have to teach a man. Just like a man shouldn't have to teach us how to be the woman in the relationship, we shouldn't have to teach him how to be the man. We're not nobody's mom around here. Okay. Moving on.
Me some romance. I have not had romance in years. Like, that's just crazy. It's wild when I think about it. Like, I've just kind of settled in a relationship and didn't really give him those standards from the beginning. Like, I like romantic gestures and romantic things. That's not about money. It's just about showing me, like,
oh, we got ads on Paisley's channel. We can't skip it. It's an Instacart
Hi, excuse me, miss. Hello. What if I told you I could get you some money right now? I wouldn't believe you.
Okay, so while the ads are playing,
download the app called Bridget.
Yeah, I don't want to explain nothing to no one in a relationship. Like,
2 minutes with no
okay, to a certain extent, because I am a natural teacher. Like, I don't know, that's just in me. But certain things, okay. Come on. There we go.
I don't know what he doing. He decided to walk around. Show me that you fuck with me. I need you to like love me, like dote over me. Give me some romance. Okay, buddy, you gonna fuck on my cords
and
now.
That's another thing. You know, I was never one of those girls that was like, my person got to be all about me. But honestly, my person need to be all about me. Because when I make somebody my person, I really be all about them. So that is one thing I feel like, no. So if you're somebody like that, don't let nobody make you feel bad because that's what you want. Whatever you want out of dating and your life, that's what you want. Don't ever let no one make you feel bad about what you want. This is just my perspective on things. But personally, my person got to be all about Paisley. Like, if you're not all about Paisley, I don't know what to tell you because I'm gonna be all about you. And yeah, I couldn't imagine being with someone that like never cared about certain things that I really am like passionate about. But moving on to the next one.
There you go. Sit your ass down. Ooh, that's a good one. Has a great relationship with their mom and their family. Like,
oh yes, okay. I still stand on that. I stand heavy on to have a great relationship with your mom, whatever mother figure you had, your family, how you treat your sisters, your aunts. Like, how's that relationship? Please do tell. Do you not fuck with your family? If so, like, I gotta know. I really have to know. And I think that is still a non-negotiable. Like, you gotta be close with your mom or your family. Like, you have to be a family's man. Because one, I really don't got. Okay, I'm not gonna say I don't have family because I have family. They're still alive. It's just my family doesn't. When they do things, they don't invite me, or like they have like family functions. I'll either get invited like the day of or like the night before when they've been knowing like for weeks that they're gonna do something, so they know I'm gonna say no. Like, it's last minute. With that being said, I would love to date someone who has like a big family and was always doing like family events. And like, even if we got like some niece's birthday every weekend and a party and a wedding, like, I want to be a part of that family. Like, bring me in. I crave all of that family stuff. That is like what I'm missing. It's really what I missed my whole life. And I just want to be around like family. So I want to marry into like an extremely big family. That's like what I want. But if it can't be that big, at least be close with like your mom, your siblings, and all that, so it can be like. I'm on YouTube Live. I'll check this out in a second. We're talking about dating and relationships. Goddamn. Now, I tell my motherfucking friends to subscribe to my channel, put them notification bells on, so I know y'all know I be online. No. What was we talking about? See, his ass done made me forget. Yeah, get your workout in, buddy.
This is a non-negotiable for me.
Oh, the family shit. Yes. So you got to be close to that. I crave that. I want to go to family functions. I want you to have godchildren or nieces or nephews. Like, I want that so bad. So that's why that's a non-negotiable. If you over here talking about you're not close with none of your family, you don't got family and friends and stuff like that, we're not gonna be out and about at people's house functions and stuff. You probably not for me. You got to be like the life of the party. Like we got to be out and about. Like I don't know, close knit, doing family activities.
How a man treats his mother kind of ties into how he's going to treat you. Now, there are a few exceptions to that,
yeah, but for the most part, like, you
gotta have some family.
Like whoever's my partner, you gotta be about
close with your siblings. I gotta see how you treat your aunts, your sisters, your mama. Are you close with your cousin? Like you gotta be family oriented. I need a family and then oriented. If you just happen to not have that, you have to be family oriented. Period. Okay. Moving along, I know some of these kind of tie together, so I'm gonna say it together. Self-confidence and independent. Okay.
Who? Okay. I still want that. I love a self-confident person. Hey, Dylan. But yeah, I need my person to be self-confident. We can't be insecure over here, folks, because I have a big enough ego for myself and the world that if you cannot match my ego, if your ego is not as big as mine, baby, like, we just can't date because I'm too confident. And I can't have me like talking about myself all the time and you don't have nothing to talk about yourself. Like, we just wouldn't be compatible. But what was the other one? Self-confidence and independent. Let's see what I said about that. I want to see if my perspective has changed. Let's see what I said.
You gotta be self-confident because I am gonna boost your confidence and make sure you're there. But it's really not necessarily my place. You have to become self-confident. I don't want you to be down on yourself all the time. Because I'm not going to be expecting you to pick me up being down on myself. I'm not like that. So I need someone who is also just has all the confidence in the world about themselves, because I do, with me. I need them to be self-secure and happy with themselves. And independent. I can't stress this one enough. Like, you got to be independent. You just...
I want to listen to what I said, but I really think my perspective on being independent has changed. I don't need you dependent on me, but let me just see how I worded it, and let me let you guys know.
Have to be, because I'm very much independent. I'm not gonna... You don't gotta call me all day. We don't gotta be on the phone all day. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do like that sometimes. Like,
this needs to be another topic of conversation. How often do you communicate with the person, and when do you put those boundaries into place? And let them know, like, what is your communication style? Are you a texter? Do you like having conversations throughout the day? What is this? I feel like 8 months ago, like I said, when I made this video, I'm just coming off this relationship and I'm really not wanting to be bothered. To be honest, like, I didn't care if you text me throughout the day. You don't have to tell me good morning. You don't have to, like, tell me how your day, like, I didn't really care, you know? And I thought that's the type of person I was. I really did. And it wasn't up until recently where I'm like, you know what? I do want to hear from whoever I'm talking to. Like, I want to talk to you. Like, I don't want to talk to you all day because I got a life of my own. But I do want to hear from you throughout the day. I do want you to check in. Like, I do want that. Like, we should have some sort of phone call or something every day. Like, everyday communication, you know? So I feel like we all have our phones in our hands. And if you're talking to someone, if you're not talking to me, you're talking to someone else. You're not just not talking to someone. So with that being said, I think my perspective on that has changed. And the only reason why I said I didn't want to be bothered all day is because I was just coming out of that relationship where I didn't care to be bothered with them. But I realized when I do care about somebody, or when I want to hear from who I want to hear from on the regular. Okay, so that kind of changed a bit.
Show me you like me, but don't ignore me. But like,
Don't
your own
ignore
thing.
me.
If
I
you're
don't
always
like
working,
that
honey,
feeling
I'm
of
not
being
gonna bother you.
ignored.
If you go on a guy's trip, I'm not gonna bother you.
Look, if I'm talking to somebody, I know they're busy, baby, I'm not gonna bother you. I understand. But like, I don't want to be ignored. Who likes that feeling? Like, I've never had to feel that ignore feeling up until recently. And I just don't like that feeling. I ain't never really had to deal with no one like cheating on me. I ain't never really had to deal with no one lying to me. And I never felt ignored. I think I kind of got blessed in those departments. Nonetheless.
Like, do you have fun? Come on to me.
Come home to me.
Okay, so
Come
that's
home,
enough
baby.
with that. Someone who's tender with me. I can't stress this enough. I don't.
Whew, let's talk about that. So I had someone that was not tender with me. I had someone that was rough with me. And I had someone that was tender with me. And y'all, you guys, you need to be tendered with your partner. You could be rough and raw with the world, but you gotta be tender with your partner. You can't be rough with your partner. Or that's not your person. That's just your side piece or whatever. Like, if you rough with me, like, I'm not your lady because you're not treating me like a queen. You don't be rough with no queen.
I don't want to offend any of my exes, but at the same time,
I don't give a fuck about offending anybody I fuck with.
Majority of my exes, it was a few, I can't say, but that are just tender with me, and I'm tough. I'm a tough cookie, like I really am. So I need to know that I can be soft and cuddly with my partner, because if I can't do that with my partner, then you're just gonna be like the rest of the world. I just have to put on this hard exterior with you, and that's not what I want. I want you, if you had a long day, don't take that out on me. Come home and be soft and tender with me, like, I'm a girl.
I'm so loving after someone's had like a rough and hard day, but if you take that shit out on me, like, I'm just like, oh, what did I do? Like, I just want to be here to help.
What else? Ooh, someone that's supportive.
Ooh,
now,
yes.
I went over this list before I made this video with you guys with a few different people, few different genders, few different age groups, because I really wanted their opinion, and this has been the one that, if there's something on my list that they don't really understand, but I don't expect them to, my partner will understand. Whoever's
my partner will understand.
But I don't expect the outside world to understand.
No,
but I do need you to be supportive of me. One, I'm a Sagittarius, and whether my partner is into signs or not, I don't care. But I like to just be wild and free. And that doesn't mean I'm going to go off and cheat on them. That's not what that means. But more along the lines with, I like to try new things, new careers, new businesses. I just really love branching off. So if I'm... Guys, the media is trying to hide this from you. So pay attention before it gets taken down again. Right now.
So we're just going to like let the commercial play. But being supportive, I can imagine talking to someone and them having literally no interest in like the things that I do, like my podcast, my YouTube, my work stuff, my spiritual stuff. Like, if you're not supportive of those things, especially my spiritual stuff is a non-negotiable. Like, you don't have to believe my crystals will work for you or not. You don't. But you can't make fun of it. You cannot talk down on anything I believe spiritually. Sorry, the ad's still playing, and we're not skipping the ads on my channel, okay? But yeah, you gotta be supportive. And then I'm a real supportive partner. I don't give a fuck if it's something like I'm not really into. Like, if you're into it, I'm gonna try to ask you questions or like be supportive, support your career or your goals or dreams or whatever. Nonetheless, these ads is long. They long, baby. Okay. Guys, comment below if y'all have any dating experience. What's your non-negotiables? Like type 3 non-negotiables when it comes to dating. These ads is long. Thank you guys for being here. Make sure you give me a thumbs up. Y'all know what y'all could do. Send me some supers. Shout out to Kimberly the other day sending me supers. Oh, love it. That would make me feel all good inside. Okay.
I'm a PSO, and then I'm like, oh, honey, I want to go be a wedding planner. Like, I need you.
As an artist, creative, my partner must be supportive. Yes. Could you imagine having a partner and then they just never ask you about like who you just interviewed? I'm not saying every single person, but like they don't never show no interest. I can imagine that. I need affection. Oh, I need some affection too, my dear. Clear and consistent communication and flexibility. Okay. I think all creators, we all need flexibility from our partners. Also, someone who's family oriented and has a strong friend group of their own. Okay, so I think you missed that part, but I was talking about the family oriented part for sure. For sure. And heavy on the strong friend group of their own. I don't really like this mixing of friends. Just because when you do fall out, people feel like they have to pick and choose sides, and you don't ever want to put people in that position when it's not their relationship to begin with. So yeah, then having friends of your own, like let me and my friends go out. Like you and your friends go out. I'm not gonna trip. Okay.
To support me and be like, fuck yeah, Paisley, you're gonna get this, girl. Like, I need a partner like that. Support me, because guess what? Any of your ideas, I'm gonna be down. I'm just gonna be like, okay, baby. Now, if it's a little off the wall, I'm gonna tell you, like, okay, what I think you should hear, which I would expect the same. But ultimately, to be supportive. It's so discouraging to sit on this channel sometimes and y'all tell me like y'all's men aren't supportive. Like, I need a partner that's supportive. Okay. Next, someone I feel safe with.
Oh, I can't stress safety enough. I can't stress safety enough. I gotta feel safe with you, buddy. Like, I gotta feel like you can hold your own. I gotta feel like you can protect me. Like, I gotta feel like a lady. Like, okay, we're gonna get back to safety. Let me read these comments. At first, I was all for mixing the friends group, but now I'm neutral on it. If we happen to just be in the same friends group, cool. But I would prefer not to be because I'm not all for the people having to pick sides and stuff. I mean, granted, I could walk away from a situation maturely, but at the same time, like you can't be his friend no more, or her friend, or whatever. Okay, safety. Baby, I gotta feel safe in my partner's arms. Like, I really gotta feel like you got me. But let's hear what I had to say back then, and let's see if it still applies.
As well as a provider. And I'm not gonna lie, y'all. There's just like the Tinder with me. There's a select few, but not every guy I've been with have I felt safe with.
I'm stupid, but it's true. There were several guys that I wasn't with that I didn't feel safe with. Like, and it was so funny because they peeped it, y'all. They know it. And I feel bad. I did, and I would lie, but This one guy, he was like, "Why are you acting like?" It was like at nighttime. I'm looking over my shoulder. I'm scared. He's like, "You don't feel safe with me," and I really didn't. And I don't like that feeling. Like I want to feel safe with my partner. So with that being said, I can't go back to guys that I just don't wouldn't feel safe with. Like I don't feel like you gonna protect me. Okay.
I don't know. I feel like I need you to. Okay, this ties into this one too. Someone that knows how to make decisions and is a problem solver.
Oh my gosh,
being protected, because whether that's
yes.
we get into some altercation on the street, and I need you to, have it. Make sure you can handle that without me having to step in, or if we get into
I love a guy that knows how to solve problems and figure shit out, because I love to follow. I have to be a leader all the fucking time in my life. I'm a Sagittarius for one. I'm the oldest child, like in all my relationships, I've had to like lead them in some sort of way. I like to follow. I like to be submissive and follow and just like, yes, daddy, whatever you say. But, I don't get put in those situations. I always have to be that problem solver.
He's able to handle it. I feel like in a lot of our relationships, like if it comes down to something, like we gotta get something figured out, it's like I'm always the one having to do it. And I can. Don't get me wrong, but I need you to be able to do it too. Because all the pressure should not be on me.
Yeah, that's some pressure off
as the woman in the relationship. Okay, the last thing I have on here. He gotta have a sense of humor. He has to have a sense of humor.
I stand on that. I stand on that heavy. I cannot go back to a guy that doesn't have a sense of humor. We don't have to have the same sense of humor, but you definitely gotta have a sense of humor. You gotta have a sense of humor. You got to. Experiencing men out there that are funny to me and that are fun and just like be silly and shit with, like, I can never go back to someone who is not a little goofy, a little silly, a little playful, a little funny, like make me laugh. We're gonna be silly together. Experiencing that and knowing that there's several people out there that do that, I'm just like, never going back to someone I don't find funny. That's important.
Buddy, what are you doing?
Why am I talking to my dog in these videos? Where is Mr. Fingers anyways?
Yeah, I can't stress that enough. I was in a relationship, a long-term relationship, where my partner was like super serious, and I'm goofy. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I know how to be serious when I need to be, but I would describe me as a fun, goofy person. So I need him to be the same. I need our sense, and not just any sense of humor. Like, I need our sense of humor. Like, it can't be like, ooh, it gotta be like.
Okay, so I guess I didn't want them separate. But I don't feel like our sense of humors have to match for you to be funny to me. They can be extremely off, like, but they don't have to match perfectly. I think that's more or less what I meant.
Equal,
or how I feel now, rather.
We gotta know how to make each other laugh and it not be annoying, because I feel like my sense of humor
And then to go for somebody all the years who didn't find me funny, but like I know people find me funny. My friends find me funny. My YouTubers find me funny. Like other people that I've talked to or that I've met find me funny. So I was with somebody for 8 years that didn't find me funny. How do you not find me funny? I'm a funny person. So that's kind of
a long-term relationship.
Okay, so that video is pretty much wrapping up. I'm glad we got to listen to it together because I definitely wanted to see, where I was. So I think a few things changed. I don't think I mentioned in this video, but I was saying that I thought no basics. Okay. 8 months ago. Yeah, 8 months ago it has 198 views. It's called Relationship Standards: What I Expect Out of a Man If He Wants to Cater to Me and Submit as a Woman Should. Okay, conversation. Let's talk about that. I have to we have to be able to talk. Okay, for somebody to be my partner, we literally have to be able to talk about any and everything under the sun, and you have to be able to hold your own in a conversation and not sound ignorant or stupid to me. Um, so that's definitely one thing. Big on the spiritual stuff. In my personal life, I'm a super spiritual person. On here, I feel like I'm always talking about work related things. But definitely, I need me and my partner to connect on like a spiritual level as well. Like if I'm over here talking about manifestation and you're just like not trying to hear it, we're not a match. I need you to manifest. I need you to meditate. I need you to do something that grounds yourself. But yeah, okay, so I guess my perspectives didn't all the way change. Some things altered, but I'm still on my dating journey, y'all. So 8 months ago, whew, I was getting out of a relationship. I was talking to one guy, and that's where my head was 8 months ago. And now it's definitely changed. By the way, I want to tell you guys about all the guys that have asked for my number since I've been single. Like, we gotta make a video on that. We gotta talk about these motherfuckers. I gotta give y'all the tea. Would y'all want to hear about that? All the guys that tried to talk to Paisley. Baby, I could have really calculated a full roster if I wanted to by now. I'm just picky with the kitty and picky with my time. All right. I'm about to get off of here. I've been chatting with you guys an hour. It was great to have this afternoon chat. So today I made $320. It was the most I've made in a single day in a while. It's been very slow, so I'm so happy. I don't know why it sounds like this. Sorry, y'all. I was so happy to get that. And I'm just going to keep pushing because why not make it like a $500 day? Why not keep going? Well, why did I just get a rush of a headache? I think it's a Coke. I think I got a caffeine high. I need to drink some water. My pee was actually yellow. I didn't drink enough water. And y'all know me, I'll be drinking water. But I'm going to get back to it today. TMI. I love you guys. Bye.